Welcome to part 15 of our multiplayer sea battle in Napoleon Total War. Today is a 2 versus 2 fight with myself first with 48 gun heavy frigates. 4 of them. And we are upwind. And in the second position is port with 2 80 gun ship of the lines. We're fighting with the Portuguese ensign. And there we go. Let's look over at our opponents. Okay, their names can be found and they'll be posted in the results at the end of the battle. So downwind here we have this French squadron. Let's take a look at it here. It's got an 18-gun sloop of war, 24-gun corvette, and a gun brig with 26 guns, and finally, to bring up the rear, a 122-gun ship of the line. Upwind is a British squadron with a big 106 ship first rate, a 48-gun Razee heavy frigate, and finally a 32-gun carronade frigate. And now here we are upwind to open the fight. I fire with my frigates on the carronade frigate. There's port downwind a bit, coming in from the southeast. French seem to be staying out of it. And now the British taking a few hits, and they looks like they're on manual fire, and they are running downwind to try to hook up with the French, their allies in this fight. Port's 80s now really give several broadsides to the Razee. My frigates are on the push. We have the upwind position now with the advantage. Okay, this French sloop, and looks like the gun brig. I don't know what they're doing out front here. Alright, the carronade frigate, British carronade frigate, really took a beating there. Two small ships are still hanging in there. I'm trying to fire on the large ship. Alright, we're in line and upwind side and just forcing them downwind now with heavy cannon fire. Okay, there goes the gun brig. The French gun brig is out of action and retreating. The British carronade frigate, heavily damaged, lost a mast, has surrendered. The big French 122 fires at one of port's 80s. Oh boy. Now I formed a semicircle. Try to force the big British 106 out, but he turns. He's not having any of it. Fires a big broadside. Oh, it looks like he's firing on manual. Why, I don't know. In this type of proximity, we're in automatic range. Here's the semicircle. It looks like that French corvette has made a comeback, or gun brig, I'm not sure which one that is. Here we are back again. Port's 80s now are out to the west, and they're trying to line up on the big French 122 as I maintain fire on the British ships. British Razee tries to turn and cut me off. Good maneuver, except that it's upwind. Now we've come all the way around. We sailed all the way completely around them. The big British ship now is trying to repair. Oh! And there goes one of the Portuguese 80s. It's gone. Explodes. After a withering fire from the French 122. Okay, now as we still move around, we have the British Razee now in a very bad situation, caught in between 4 heavy frigates in the Portuguese fleet. And look at that fire. And he is retreating. Now we're going to have to concentrate our fire on the big British 106. Port has 180 remaining. And in this he is moving away from the big French 122. So you still have the 2 big ship of the line still in action. British and the French. Everybody else seems to be knocked out. Well, there's one little French ship. The little gun brig is out there and he seems to be still available. He's sailing back into the fight. And here's Port in the foreground. Takes a big hit from the British 106. He's lining up for a starboard side broadside shot, trying to get on his bow to cap him. And the British Razee now has surrendered and he's on fire. So we'll see what happens with that. He's not going to last long. Okay. They better get off that ship. Yep, there's people in the water. They're abandoning now. Should go up any minute. British Razee is gone. Now there is the little French gun brig. He's back in the action to support his flagship. Now the big 122 Frenchman is trying to fight his way through this. They need to coordinate their effort a little better. Alright, out to the east-southeast, British 106, out repairing. Here's one of my frigates in the foreground, firing on the French 122, and he is in the retreat mode after that fire. Okay. So presumably he's out of action for now. Oh, and he makes a comeback and fires a broadside on my stern. Take a look at him. Not in very good shape. Bow sprint, headsail shot away. Severely damaged. Alright, back to the big British 106. He's damaged on both port and starboard. His hull is peppered pretty good, but he's made repairs. Shot through his ensign. And he turns to his port side for a broadside on port's big 80. Fires away. But I have a frigate now trying to get on his bow to cap his bow. Port fires back. Well, he fires on my frigate. Does quite a bit of damage there. My remaining frigates are coming up from the north-northwest. In the background, the French 122 is away from the action and out repairing his damage. The French gun brig seems to be gone and retreated now. Everybody else is sunk. Oh boy. I don't know what this British 106 is trying to do. He's dueling here with Port's 80. Port's coming around, jibing around, trying to get his starboard side up for a shot. Can he do it? And it looks like he will be able to do it. He fires a big chain shot, broadside. And that hurt. And it took away his bowsprit. And the British ship is now retreating. We'll stay here until he retreats or surrenders. He is in retreat mode now. And I fire right through him and hit port. Okay. We're gonna stay here until he's white flagged because we can't afford to have him come back. The big French 122 seems to be repaired and now is sailing toward the action. And that's it for the British, and he loses his foremast, and they surrender. Okay. Now to the northwest. Here he is, the big French 122. Not in very good shape. But he's sailing into the action. Wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Sailing downwind, and our vessels have to beat upwind, so my frigates will get there first. Port with 180 gunner remaining. We lost one ship in a powder stores explosion. Things are quiet. All the guns are primed and ready. All right, now, upwind. My first frigate is ready and I'm in the capping position. And this is a little strange. The French ship has come to all stop, fires one bow cannon. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Maybe he can't turn easily because he has no head sails. Or he's trying to watch and see how I set up. I would think he'd fall off to the north. Well, there's one, raked him with that shot. Okay. Oh, now we have the second frigate setting up. It should be over soon. Here we go. I don't know why he's just... now here goes his sail, and he is turning north. Alright, and he fires a big broadside on my lead frigate. But he turns back into this fire. Now there's 3 frigates lined up on him. Oh my. He's orange flagged. It's not going to last long in this position. He should be running north-northeast. All 4 frigates now are lined up and firing. Oh my. There's no way he's going to get through that. This is going to be it. He's red flag. Oh, but he still hangs in there. And that's it. That is it. And he is retreating. trading. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to our opponents. We'll see you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Obrigado. Ciao.